I got a little bit further here with my new grinder. This little Ryobi is actually pretty dang sweet. I think it's a seven and a half amp, so it's not like a big powerful one. It's only 4.5, and I've only used that one cutting and grinding wheel and one other cutting wheel, so it's really not that bad. I bet you I'm going to go through a couple more cutting wheels. They definitely wear down, take a lot longer to get done, but if you remember seeing the thing over here that was like a reservoir for the braking system, that has been taken out. Managed to grind down the it's still warm. Managed to grind down the, you can almost see it too if I go real close here. Yeah, you can see that little circle there, another circle over here. These just had to grind down the tops. They were like rivets, like a permanent rivet. So grind those suckers down and then kind of smooth it out real nice. And this is not the final finish on it. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and get it all the way down and then take a sanding type wheel to it. But got all this other junk here that was attached to here. It's the only one I haven't removed yet, and I may actually put the bolt back in this, find out if I need it. It looks almost as if my tongue is actually bolted on. It doesn't look like it's welded. So what I may eventually do is unbolt these, take this entire tongue hitch piece out, and just weld on a whole another new one right here, because I don't really trust the idea of having some bolts that are God knows how old on here, as well as, you know, I don't really want all that crap on my tongue. That's kind of annoying and doesn't look really good at all. Clean this up real clean right here, and also we'll smooth it out before I go ahead and paint it. But I made room for the A-frame, A-style jack stand that we'll eventually put there. I'm thinking electronic, just because they're not that expensive these days. You can get them for about $100 with manual backup, so why the hell not? I kind of bent this all back into place. It actually still looks pretty terrible, but looks a hell of a lot better than I did before. So I may come back in here with like a piece of metal in the back and then bang it and smooth it as best as I can, and then that'll get sanded down and painted as well. Took out all the cabling, all the pipe that you saw here. There's only one I couldn't reach with my grinder. I'm going to find some other solution to get that little piece out. A couple other ones over there that were a little stubborn. I might just cut the whole arm off instead of the pulleys that are seized up and rusted really bad. Gonna clean up this little corner over here. It's still pretty nasty, and I'm thinking about cutting these little middle ribs out. I'm not sure what the heck those were even for. I think they either ran water or pipe. Actually, I think these were water for the old camper that it was probably built on. Take that one out there as well. Grind these down. You know, this is just the first day kind of seeing how the heck the grinder worked and how well I worked with a grinder. Cut the little deals off of here. Right there, focus. And some over here in the corner. So not too shabby. Those will eventually, I'm going to clean those up. I just left these arms here, these little L brackets, just so that it gives it a little bit of structural integrity. I guess there's gussets here on both sides, so really probably don't need it, but it couldn't hurt to have it there. I guess maybe it could, but we'll find out. Cut some off of here too. All that cabling that ran back there was pretty easy to get off. Cut it real quick. It's all real thick copper, actually. These little deals that were here, didn't grind these down yet because I'm not ready to paint it, but they were like pop-up camper where you ratchet down and hold the top down. So that was like the bottom side or the up top. I don't even know. This is such a Frankenstein setup here, and I don't know if there's any decent way to make this, you know, look good when it's all said and done. Probably heat this up, knock that back out so it's a little flatter, so when it's all painted it looks half decent. There's a little bit of a dent on that side too. So yeah, this is one hell of a project, to say the least. And I've got my axles, dual 3500s, trailer brakes in there like I pointed out before. And what we'll do is we might flip these upside down, or the other way around, because they are upside down. Whoever put them here wanted to get like 6 extra inches on the trailer height. sitting just shy of 36 on this thing right now. And as you can see, let me chalk the wheels there, front and back. But as you can see, it sits facing down no matter what I do. So yeah, there's another fun piece here. Nice and smooth there, or cut off there, not really smooth, but and then just a scrap, yeah, screw cutting it apparently. They just cut some corners, and by cutting corners I mean they didn't cut it all. And then if you look down the center, it's gonna drive me nuts. This is not centered, so I'll probably move this one on the right hand over, or that one. Actually, the one on the left will get moved over so that they're even. That way, when I go to do my board, if I want to screw into anything, if I do screw into that instead of some cross members that'll lay this way for decking, that I'm actually hitting something in the same spot, so my screws don't look all kind of wacky. So, so yeah, this is day one of actually working on this thing instead of just talking about it. So thanks for sticking around, anybody who's actually watching, if anyone's out there watching. So, all right, take it easy.